Hmm. So the last segment was about developers. This segment is about entrepreneurs. For entrepreneurs who are trying to understand or figure out what they can do in Web3 and how they can navigate the industry, this is a guide for you. So it's a very high meta level guide. Like I would suggest that is like a general thing for any industry that you go, that you start by getting a good first principle understanding of that industry, and then you start getting into the specific dynamics of certain things. So for Web3, I'd recommend that you start with understanding the why behind Web3, like understand the ethos and the culture and the values of this industry. Mostly they come from the open source culture, so if you are already well versed with that, I think you won't find anything that is drastically new for you. And then try understanding how these blockchains and apps work. Try understanding the limits and capabilities of these blockchains and apps. The uh, they are constantly evolving, so do keep yourself updated on that so that you can understand what is technically possible at the moment and what is yet to be um, done. And then last but not the least, keep yourself updated with all of the things, or most of the things that are being built in Web3, uh, especially from the point of view of what are the different kind of problems people are trying to solve. So yeah, uh, you can use Coindesk for keeping a high level pulse on the industry. Just visit this site daily, and you can skim through the headlines, and over a period of time you will have some sense of what's happening in the industry. For a deeper dive into each project, I would recommend Misari research reports. Some of them are behind paywalls, but if you can afford it, then they are really worth it. Delphi Digital is another service, but Mesari, for me, Mesari has been like pretty good. So you can use Mesari reports to and get a deeper understanding of a project itself, or an entire vertical within Web3. So the benefit that I have received from these reports is that usually I uh, get an get a blueprint of how to think about some things. Like if I'm talking about a layer one blockchain, what are the core parameters related to a layer one blockchain that I should be aware about, and I should be thinking around, like these are the parameters along which a layer one blockchain is improving or deteriorating, improving or not working well. And similarly for layer 2 technologies or zk technologies or different industry verticals. So basically Mesari report give me certain data points around which I can start forming my own understanding and my own opinions. So yeah, CoinGecko, use it for discovering new projects. You can go to the categories tab here and discover projects from different categories. You can also use CoinGecko in general to track price movement for different projects, and you can like backtrack from there on what's happening in the project. Sometimes what I try to do is that I'll open a page of a cryptocurrency associated with some project that I'm looking into, and I try to understand the developments of that project over time and how they influence the price movement of that project over time. Of course, you need to like decouple the broader Web3 market trend, like the bull and the bear market cycles and the price movement associated with them. You have to decouple the project's specific price movement from those. But yeah, it's not a big deal once you get used to that. Token 2049 is a great uh, YouTube channel. It's actually a very good event that happens twice a year, and once in Singapore, once in Dubai. All of the top crypto folks come there, and They discuss about the latest industry trends or the problems that need to be solved. So if you want to be like at the edge of these kind of discussions and be updated on that front, do check out their channel. Apart from that, we have Unchained podcast. This is also a very good, no hype and grounded podcast where founders of multiple crypto projects come and share their vision about the project and what they're doing. So you can get a good understanding of different kind of projects from this podcast. Bankless is one similar, like it's similar to Unchained. It's just by a different group of people, but this is also a very good podcast. So you can look out for specific project related podcasts so that you can get an understanding of what the people of that project are trying to do. Apart from that, apart from this, you can look into certain event specific videos. Like all of these blockchain ecosystems have some annual or quarterly events, which are sort of conferences or something, and there you will find the conversations on the latest things that are happening in that particular ecosystem. So Optimism has their own event kind of thing. Polkadot has their own. Sui Aptos. Solana has Solana Accelerator, Breakpoint, something like that. So you can search for them and check those out. And this these resources should help you form a basic understanding. And like once you have that, once you have the basics of the industry in your mind, your entrepreneur entrepreneur inclination would already take the front seat, and it will start thinking in certain ways. Like you'll already start seeing pattern in the industry, like what is already being built, what has already been built, what is being built, and what would need it, like what would need to be built next. You would already start thinking in that direction. And that's where like you can simply ask yourself that what are the problems that you can solve with your specific skill set or your vantage or your network or your knowledge, whatever the value addition you can bring to the table. And yeah, that would help you figure out the opportunities for yourself. General disclaimer: avoid scammers in the comment section. Drop your questions, suggest topics that you'd like to know more about. This entrepreneur thing was a very high level thing because it can go very broad. With developers, I can give specific points because it's a very objective thing. But here it's a very broad thing. Like each person is different, their inclination is different, their appetite for risk taking and problem solving is different. So you can figure things out yourself, whatever works for you and whatever suits you. If you have any specific question, you can drop in the comments. I'll definitely get back to you. So yeah, see you in the next one.